Welcome back to News Geelong as we look at the world of Geelong sport and our very own Mitch Scoop Cleary. Good evening, Mitch.
Thanks, Rollo. I'm down here at Simmons Stadium where Geelong coach Chris Scott said his playing group was looking forward to the toughest trip in football, travelling over to Patterson Stadium this Friday night to take on West Coast.
No, it's probably the hardest road trip going around. Both Perth teams are going pretty well, so it's a difficult prospect for any team. But we've known that our draw is tough towards the end of the season, since the fixture came out. So fortunately, we think we're playing pretty good footy, but we're going to need to play at our best to compete with a really good team who'll be smarting coming off what they would consider to be a pretty poor performance.
Thanks, Chris. Now we speak exclusively to Thompson forward Luke Forbes as he kicked his ton on the weekend in front of a packed crowd at Thompson.
Here at Thompson, after a magnificent performance by the home side, I'm joined by the leading goal kicker in the competition, Luke Forbes. Welcome.
Welcome, mate.
Luke, firstly, a fantastic win, a great fourth-quarter performance, second side against fourth side, and you absolutely blew them off the park.
Yeah, it's probably our best win for the year, four-quarter effort anyway. The victory's probably pretty sad by losing three sort of big blokes, all dislocations, so that's probably season-ending injuries. So, we're going to have to find some replacements now, which the big blokes aren't easy to get, really. So.
But right from the beginning of the game, your intensity at the football, your intensity at the player with the footy was outstanding and really never got let East into the game.
Oh, that's right. From the first quarter, we knew we were here to play. So, that's what we want every week, every time we go out now, coming into finals. So it was a good effort by all the boys, really.
And personally, a fantastic day, and there are not too many players in any football kick 100 goals in the season. How'd you feel when you kicked 100?
Yeah, no, pretty good, mate. I like a goal, as the boys know, But look, they look after me. They're pretty good. But like I said, I'm pretty sad by the 100. It's nice to get it, but as long as we're winning, and I feel for the blokes we've lost today.
Was there anything made of it prior to the game by Christian Highland, the coach, or any other players to the point that it was going to affect the game?
Nah, not at all. Christian hasn't mentioned it once this year, which is good. I just wanted to get out of the way early, and a few of the boys sort of joked around and had a few mates here watching, so it was good to get it today.
And you just touched on the fact that you individually can't get 100 without a lot of other blokes, and they've been fantastic to you.
Oh, that's right. We've got a pretty good structure out down there, but we don't want to rely on me kicking the goals. It's a bonus, but other blokes have to sort of come into it too. And we've got a few good options down there, and we're winning. That's the main thing.
And the local supporters had a big scoreboard behind the goals with the number of goals. As you kicked from 95 onwards, they added one to the score. It was a fantastic feat. It looked terrific.
Yeah, no, a few of me good mates come along today, so I'm glad I kicked in the end. So it would have been a bit of pressure on. They put a bit of pressure on me, but no, it was good.
Luke, congratulations individually, but more so congratulations on the team. Fantastic performance, and at least you go into the finals in a couple of weeks' time now with a lot more confidence.
Oh, definitely. That's what we're going to bring to the table every week now. There's no questions asked. Losing three blokes, other blokes have to step up now. That's it. We've got to play like that every week now.
Thanks, Luke. Now we speak to Ian Nichols for all the action from Friday's race meeting at the Geelong Racing Club's synthetic track.
Well, Mitch, the sun was in and out all day on Friday for the big meeting here on the synthetic track at Geelong, and punters got off to a pretty ordinary start when the odds-on favourite Dream Chaser, which was well backed, just got pipped on the post in a thrilling finish by a better horse on the day, Zerbriggen, ridden by Michael Walker.
Rogue Force, Marillion Force are trying to come out after it, and then followed further back to Zerbriggen. She's had to pull the whip on Dream Chaser. Rogue Force, Marillion Force are there, but they can't get to it. Then Zerbriggen, who's going for a rails run. Favourite though, Dream Chaser in front. Zerbriggen finishing hard on the rails. Dream Chaser just the leader, but Zerbriggen got it.
Well, race 3 was an interesting one, the Geelong Milk. It was won by the big filly Show Maya Miss, and the old firm getting together again. Mick Price, the trainer, and jockey Craig Newitt back in the winner's circle again.
It's in the rain, going up to Weekend Getaway, who's not done with. Weekend Getaway fights, but in the rain with the 4 kilo claim in front. Show My Missus coming out of the pack. Then Balgownie, court order from a long way back. In the rain, the leader. Show My Miss putting in the big strides, though, went straight past the leaders. Show My Miss went bang, raced away and won by a length to In the Rain.
Well, race 6 on the program was the Thoroughbred Showcase, the race of the day. And once again, that champion horse delivered again. And, of course, had top jockey and Craig Williams in the saddle over 1,900 metres.
Delivery with the head in front. Boss getting to work on Beer Garden, trying to get it to find something extra. Mossel Tovers coming down the centre to try and cause a boil over. And then next shot, Delivery hit the lead. Beer Garden's been fighting on for a while. Mossel Tov can't get there, but Delivery's going to deliver again. He's unbeaten. He's 2 lengths in front. Delivery, and he will win it. Promising horse, Delivery by 2 to Beer Garden.
Race 8, the lucky last on the program, and for the second week in a row, punters here at Geelong were rocked, this time by Rockaby Miss in the last. It hung on to just get over the line in the finish, with Michael Walker ending up with a double on the day, the first and the last race.
In the home running, Barati just glancing on the outside, ridden along, closes in. Rockaby Misses coming with it. Maybe it's the blowout. Barati, Rockaby Miss, and Sky Ruby's finishing on down the outside. Glancing, battling away. Sky Ruby moves up to Rockaby Miss. Rockaby Miss just in front, fights hard, and Rockaby Miss one ahead.
Well, I'll be back again, filling in for John Dunn at the next meeting here on the synthetic track, which is this coming Friday. In the meantime, it's back to that mild-mannered reporter, Mitch Cleary.
Thanks, Nico. Now we speak to former AFL player Ryan Gamble as he was dominant as Lieutenant Churl snuck home after the siren against Colac on Saturday.
Round 15. It's taken us a while to actually get Ryan Gamble in front of the camera. You've been amongst the best players, probably week after week. Yeah. But today you get our 3 votes, Ryan. A sterling game on the back line.
Yeah, it was good. Obviously, it was tough coming down to Colac. They always play the ground very well. It's a much larger ground than what we're used to at home. But to come away and snatch the points is very pleasing. And now we just get back home, get back on the road, and start charging for finals, hopefully. So.
Yeah, well, the game unfortunately ended in very controversial manner with a 50-metre penalty after the siren, which meant that Kane Bouch had a gimme virtually. Yeah. And but that's footy, isn't it?
It is. Well, supposedly even on the scoreboard we were even. No, we were 1 point ahead, but we were actually even. That's on right. Actually by the goal umpires and that, so we had to score a point or a goal or whatever to kick the goal or to win the match. And luckily enough, someone, I don't know who, ran through the 50-metre line, and it was a certain goal from there.
It was one of the most confusing finishes to a game because when the siren sounded, as you said, the game was drawn.
Yeah, it was.
Anyway, that's just a little sidelight. You've switched to the back line and you seem to be very comfortable coming straight at the ball.
Yeah, well, like I said before, it's a little bit easier to read for myself. In the forward line, you're sort of depending on the kicks coming in and just sort of depending on the other players, where in the back line you can read it yourself and go from there, which is a little bit easier in that aspect. So.
Well, you mentioned in our radio broadcast that after leaving St Kilda last year, you did have quite an operation on your ankle, was it?
Yeah, it was an ankle reco pretty much. So yeah, so obviously it takes a little bit of time to sort of come back fully fit, but starting to get there now, which is good.
Well, you're coming at the pointy end of the season, as they say. The next 3 weeks crucial, and finals obviously are now going to be part of the Newtown and Chilwell scenario.
Yes, and it's going to be good. Obviously, I don't know, I think we have played finals a fair bit before, but we're coming with a lot better form than this year, so hopefully things can go our way.
And maybe your mate from Geelong, the big cat, Ottens, will be back again very soon.
Yeah, he'll be back. He just had a sore back from last week, and obviously there is a little bit of a bigger picture, but he sore back, so it probably wasn't worth risking him today.
Well, you've adapted very well to local footy. As you've said, it takes a little while to get the tempo, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. It does. It's a little bit different, but it's good. It's very enjoyable. So.
Well, you certainly made a lot of people happy today, Ryan, with your game, and congratulations again on the best on ground.
Thank you. Have a good day, boys. Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan. And I'm down here at Sibbon Stadium. It's back to you in the studio. Rollo.
Thanks, Mitch. We'll see you again on Friday with another excellent report. And now for all the weather conditions expected for Geelong and the Surf Coast over the next 6 days. Let's look at the week ahead. Tomorrow, Thursday, we will see a few showers with a cold top of 11, while Friday we'll see a shower or two and a top of 13. Starting off the weekend, Saturday will continue with a shower or two and a top of 15. Starting off another week of August, Sunday will see a little morning drizzle and a top of 15. Monday will be partly cloudy with a top of 16, while Tuesday will also be partly cloudy but back to a top of 15. Today was partly cloudy with some scattered showers and thunderstorms accompanied by hail in some areas. We'd reached a top temperature of 16 degrees. And that's another bleak weather outlook for the Geelong and Surf Coast. Thank you for joining us on News Geelong this evening. To one of our regular viewers in the Flemington area, Tara, thank you for your positive comments, and remember, take your time and smell the flowers. From all the team at News Geelong, including Donna and Grubby, enjoy the rest of the evening and a very good night.